All right, this is the 8.7 day 4 video. The objective for today is to subtract numbers in scientific notation. This is the same process as adding numbers. You need to have the same power of 10, but instead of adding, we're just going to be subtracting. So I'm going to jump right into the examples. For all of these, we're going to be looking at the difference or the subtraction for these problems. So number 1, we have 9.3 times 10 to the 9th minus 6.7 times 10 to the 9th. So we already have our same power of 10, so we're good on that aspect. Our answer can have 10 to the 9th there. And we're subtracting, so we're going to take 9.3 minus 6.7. We'll need to borrow. That'll give us 2.6. Okay. So we'll have 2.6 times 10 to the 9th. That is in scientific notation, so we are all done with that one. Number 2, we have 8.5 times 10 to the 10th minus 5.3 times 10 to the 9th. Now, we do not have the same power as a 10. One is 10 to the 10th, the other one is 10 to the 9th. We need to make them the same. So again, you can make them both 10 to the 10th or both 10 to the 9th. It does not matter which, you just have to decide. So again, I'm going to keep the first one the same and change the second one, but it does not matter. Okay, so if I'm changing 10 to the 9th to become 10 to the 10th, that means I'm getting bigger by 1 or adding 1. So my number needs to get smaller by 1 spot, so it'll become 0.53. Okay, now I have 10 to the 10th and 10 to the 10th, so that exponent, that power of 10 will stay the same, and then I just need to do the subtraction. So 8.5 minus 0.53. Make sure you line up those decimals. We'll need to add a 0 there to do our subtraction. So we'll need to borrow. 10 minus 3 will give us 7. We can't do 4 minus 5, so we need to borrow from the 8. This will give us 9. Decimal comes straight down, and we'll have 7. So we'll have 7.97 times 10 to the 10th. And that 7.97 is scientific notation. It's between 1 and 10. So we are good to go. Number 3, we're started off well. We have the same power of 10, so 10 to the negative 5th and 10 to the negative 5th. So we know that we'll have 10 to the negative 5th there. And we just need to subtract. So 8.3 minus 4.4. We're going to borrow. Okay, that'll give us 9 and a 3. The decimal comes straight down. So we have 3.9 times 10 to the negative 5th. Our last one, we also have the same power of 10, so our answer will stay 10 to the 9th. We're going to take 7.2 minus 5.8. We'll need to borrow. That'll give us 1.4, so 1.4 times 10 to the 9th. Our number's in scientific notation, so we are good to go. All right, so remember, some of them are nicely set up where you have the same powers of 10, like in number 1 and 3 and 4. But something a little trickier like in number 2, if you don't have that same power of 10, you do need to rewrite one of your numbers in scientific notation in order to have that same power of 10.